Hello, welcome to Love's Vintage World. This video is going to be my July and August wrap up of the classic books that I read in those months. My reading has deteriorated because of university, so I'm not reading as much, but the ones that I'm reading, I picked some good books. So I have three classic books to share with you that I have read in the last couple of months that don't feature in one of my history book reviews, classic crime book reviews, blah, 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 blah. You get the gist. Shall we get started? I think so. So the first book that I read feels like ages ago now. Well, this is actually a reread. This is Alice Adventures in Wonderland. No, Alice in Wonderland, not Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. Different. Alice in Wonderland graphic novel. It's by Osborne, which has loads of wonderful books. And this is the imagery. We're painting the roses red. So I gave Alice in Wonderland a reread via the graphic novel version. I remember when I first read Alice in Wonderland, and I was really quite late to the party because I'd watched the Disney version so much as a kid. And then, oh, I shouldn't say kid. My nan always used to say, a kid's the name for a baby goat, child. When I was a child, I used to watch the Disney version of Alice quite a lot, but I never read it until I was must have been 19 or something. I read Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass, and I was like, what have I just read? It's so weird. And now I've read this, and I'm like, what have I just read? It's so weird. I really enjoyed back into this weird kind of fantasy realm, I guess, via this cool imagery, but it's still weird. I mean, I like it, but it's balmy. Absolutely balmy. But if you want a graphic novel version of Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, I would highly recommend it. It is really good. And just as bonkers as the book. Why not? 3 stars for me, but that's the same that I give Alice in Wonderland anyway, so maybe I just don't get it. I don't know, I like it, I just think it's a bit balmy. Then I have this beautiful Folio Society edition. This is The Enchanted April by Elizabeth von Arnim. I do love Elizabeth von Arnim. This is probably one of her, it probably is her most famous work. This was first published in 1922, and as I said, mine's Folio Society edition. So it has the most beautiful illustrations inside. I think they're gorgeous. So The Enchanted April is very, very simple. It's about this group of women who are very, very different from very different social circles, who come together despite being strangers. They come together out of convenience to rent this kind of castle, really, in Italy for the month of April. And it's about their dynamics and how they get on and don't get on and differences, and oh, it was charming. I do love Elizabeth von Arnim. If you haven't read any von Arnim, I highly, highly recommend it. She is a wonderful writer. She's so charming and warm and witty and funny, and I can't help but adore her books. The way that she describes gardens is wonderful, and yeah, imagine the gardens that she describes in here is just brilliant. So highly recommend The Enchanted April if you haven't picked it up. I do have to say though, you can't see it because it's out of shot, but Father by Elizabeth von Arnim I still actually preferred to this. I think this is because this is set in Italy, but I did prefer Father, so definitely go and pick up Father. It's one of the British Library Room writers books. Love that. And then last but not least, a very short and sweet video for me today. I have One Fine Day by Molly Punter Downs. This book was first written in 1946 and is set literally immediately after the Second World War, which I tend to think I read lots of books like that, but actually when you read this you realise, no you don't, because this is literally about the ending of the Second World War. This is about one little family in one little English village and them getting back to normal after a time of war. But normal is not normal anymore, and normal is very different to what it was then and what it will be in the future. It's trying to get some sort of normality when normality just isn't there. I did really enjoy this. I thought it was really good. I think Molly Panta Downs is a wonderful writer, and I think this is a fantastic, fantastic book that really opened my eyes. Again though, the British Library Women Writers Series republished My Husband Simon by Molly Panta Downs, which I don't think she herself was a fan of, but I adored that book, and I have to say I still love My Husband Simon a bit more than this one. Only a bit. I mean, this is like 4.5 out of 5 stars, whereas My Husband Simon is 5 out of 5 stars. So only just. This is still an amazing book that you should definitely go and pick up. And same with The Enchanted April, an amazing book that you should definitely pick up, but I do have my favourites. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed these book reviews. I hope that you found a book to take your fancy. Let me know what you've been reading recently in the comments below, and I shall see you soon for the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye for now.